Hey guys, the purpose of this video is to be able to import your eROWAN token to ROWAN and then to swap your ROWAN for another token in order to provide liquidity to the liquidity pools on the SifChain DEX. There's two assumptions in this video. The first assumption is you already have your Kepler wallet and your MetaMask wallet set up with eROWAN in your MetaMask wallet. The second assumption is that you are going to access the SifChain DEX from a non-US IP address or your non-US based customer. So let's get right into it. We're going to open up Google Chrome. We're using a non-US VPN. We're going to go to the SifChain DEX. So now that we're at the SifChain DEX, typically what you would see happen is that you would be prompted to connect your Kepler wallet and your MetaMask wallet. Down here, you could see my wallet's already connected because I've obviously visited this site before. So just keep that in mind. You're not seeing that particular step here on mine, but you will have to type in your password for both Kepler and MetaMask and connect. So on the left side, we see our navigation bar. We want to go ahead and click on balances. This will pop up the balances that we currently have. Right now, I have 150 ROWAN currently in the SifChain DEX. What we want to do is import our eROWAN, which currently lies in our MetaMask wallet, into ROWAN. So we're going to do this by first hitting the import button. Here we can see the eROWAN token from the Ethereum network, which is the ERC20 version of ROWAN. I have about 57 eROWAN in my MetaMask wallet. So just for sake of this example, I'm going to use 25. So I'm going to go ahead and import. Here's the different statistics of the transaction. I'm going to go ahead and confirm. I'm prompted for one confirmation here. I'm going to confirm. And typically what happens is you're going to be prompted for a second confirmation. This can actually sometimes take a couple of minutes to occur, sometimes 30 seconds. So this is kind of the one spot of during this whole transaction that some people get confused of why they don't see it show up. Okay, so there's the second confirmation. So we're going to go ahead and confirm this one more time. And we've successfully initiated the transfer. So now we're going to close this out. At this point, you should see a little blinking arrow next to your balance of ROWAN, which is likely 0 for you. Clearly, you can see right here, I have imported 25 eROWAN from the Ethereum network over here. We have to wait for after 50 block confirmations for the ROWAN to actually appear because of how the Ethereum network is architected. So here we go. My ROWAN has now been successfully imported. The little arrow that was next to it has disappeared. So now I can go and explore different kinds of pools that are currently available to me and how I can swap from ROWAN to other assets in order to fill those pools. So now we're going to actually go and take a look at the pools. I'm going to go back to my nav bar. I'm going to click on the pool icon and I'm going to see all the different kinds of pools that are currently available. I've gone ahead and blurred out or grayed out my pool share and my pool value just for my privacy's sake. And so I know that the pool I'm going to choose is going to be the ROWAN Juno pool. So you can choose whatever pool you want. Again, maybe you have other tokens available and you don't have to swap. Maybe you do need to swap. So what we're going to do is, since we need a 50-50 ratio, an equal ratio for the pool, we're going to go to the swap feature. Now we're going to swap ROWAN into Juno. So the 25 ROWAN that I have from earlier is available to swap. But since I want a 50-50 ratio, I'm going to swap half of my ROWAN. So 25 divided by 2, we're just going to call it 12. So I'm going to swap just 12 of my ROWAN, which is half of my total supply, for about 0.41 Juno. After I swap this, I will have another 13 ROWAN available. So again, the reason we do this is because the liquidity pools typically want a 50-50 ratio. The cool thing about SifChain liquidity pools, you can actually do both asymmetric and symmetrical pooling. If you want to look into what that means, go ahead and Google it. I'm not going to get into that into this video. But for this video, we are going to do a 50-50 share. So that's why I'm going to take half of my ROWAN. The other half is going to be available to pool. This half, which is roughly 12, is going to be swapped into Juno to make that 50-50 ratio. So I'm going to swap, hit confirm. The Kepler wallet is going to pop up. We're going to approve it. It's going to be super fast. Cosmos SDK is awesome. A lot faster than Ethereum. We just confirmed it, and boom, we've swapped 12 ROWAN into 0.41 Juno. I'm going to close this, and I can see my balance back up here is actually back to 13 ROWAN. So that's roughly half of the 25. So now at this point, we're going to go back to our pool. We're going to look here to our ROWAN and Juno pool. We're going to expand the arrow on the right side, and we're going to click the Add Liquidity button. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the max ROWAN. That will put roughly the max that I had, which is 13 minus 0.5 for fees and whatnot. And then it's going to put the rest into the Juno that I had, which was about 0.41. And we're going to add the equal 50 to 50 ratio to this liquidity pool. You can see how much ROWAN per Juno and how much Juno per ROWAN and other cool statistics. It'll show your share of the pool, which I've blanked out here for privacy reasons. So we're going to go add liquidity. We're going to confirm, approve the transaction. It's going to cost 0.25 ROWAN, no problem. That transaction has been approved and now has been successfully added to the ROWAN and Juno pool. So congratulations, you've officially added liquidity to one of the pools. From here, now that you have liquidity in your pool, you can click into the rewards tab, which I'm not going to do right now just to not show what rewards I have pending, but you can click on the rewards tab to see on the daily how much of your rewards is generated. You can claim your rewards once per week, and it has to be claimed before Friday at 8 a.m. PST, that's Pacific time. So you can claim your rewards anytime before that 8 a.m. Pacific time in order to get the rewards for that week. Once you make that claim before that time I just said, then at 8 p.m. Pacific time in the evening, you will get those rewards unlocked to you. Again, I know that sounds a little bit confusing, but 8 a.m. in the morning Pacific time, before then is when you claim your rewards. And then if you've claimed your rewards before that time at 8 p.m. Pacific time in that evening on Friday, you will receive your rewards. So that's all there really is to it. Good luck and make some money.